guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or I go by AlwaysMoreSims here on YouTube, and today we are doing another current household. Now this is a small current household. We currently only have 2 children. This video is supposed to go up in roughly an hour. There will not be another generation. I just want to tell you that all right off the bat. As I feel like I say a lot lately, time is not on my side. I feel like I'm constantly just trying to beat the clock, and it's actually something that's really been bugging me lately, is just how little time I feel I have. But anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump on in. So our house. This is our house. It is the Brindleton family home by Simlicy. However, it is not placed in Brindleton Bay. It is placed in Moonwood Mill because the 30 by 30 lot in Brindleton Bay that it's supposed to be put on, I already had a lot placed there, and I kind of like getting to see previous generation houses. So I don't like to bulldoze them and replace them. So I just try and find somewhere else to put it. And I actually feel like the color scheme and even the look of the house kind of fits with Moonwood Mill. It just really bugs me how the pavement just abruptly cuts off. But anyways, so we're just gonna jump right in. So this here is our heir. This is Landry. Landry is the sim that Ariane was pregnant with in the last generation. And she was originally geek, bro, and cheerful, and has gained the neat trait. She has the computer whiz aspiration. She is level 4 of the tech guru career. Fair share of skills here. And yeah, now I will say, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the show Rosalian Isles. It's about a Boston homicide cop and her best friend who is the medical examiner, and them working together and kind of their lives and all that stuff. And I actually really enjoyed the show. And Landry, as soon as I clicked on this hair for her, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Jane Rizzoli. And so then I left the hair, and so then we had a daughter. We actually have 2 daughters. But then the second one was born. I was like, oh, what if I named one Jane? Because their mom looks like Jane Rizzoli. So anyways, yeah, don't really know what else to say about Landry though. Then we have her partner. This is Mickey, the sim right here. Mickey was originally named Poppy, and I have this weird thing where I can't keep a sim's name that I install from the gallery. I always want to change it, even if I have nothing against, I like the name Poppy. Poppy's cute. And I was still no. So now their name is Mickey. Mickey was originally creative, a bookworm, and loner, and has gained cheerful and neat. They have the best-selling author aspiration, and they are a freelance writer. Then for the kiddos, we have Celie here. Celie is our oldest daughter, and all 3 of these guys aged up last night or really early this morning. Even Landry, because it was her birthday. And pregnant sims, you can't make them a cake and have them blow out candles, because they'll be like, your sim can't do this, they're pregnant. But then when time runs out, they will autonomously age up anyways. So I deleted her sad moodlet this morning, so it's not my fault. I would have if I could have. But Celie also has aged up. She is a loner, just like Mickey over there. She has the rambunctious scamp aspiration. And yeah, then we have, like I said, we did end up naming a child Jane. Jane is independent. Not that that really means anything, because they're a toddler, and those traits don't actually carry over or determine anything as when they grow up. Then we have a dog. This is Obi. Obi's a border collie. He's a really good dog. I do tend to get border collies when I live on a farm, but even though I have chickens over here and there's some farming stuff, I didn't intentionally. I'm oh, I need another border collie. I just happened to see the border collie. I was like, oh, I love border collies. Let's get a border collie, and that's what we did. But Obi's a good dog. I really like Obi. So if you are not familiar with how I do current households, I randomize everything. Because it just kind of keeps me on my toes. I never know what to expect. I never know what I'm going to randomize. So I will randomize who my heir, so in this case, Landry, is Landry going to marry a man, a woman, a non-binary person? So, like, and I ended up rolling non-binary, which is, here we have Mickey. Are my Sims going to remain faithful to each other? Is one of them going to cheat? I even have a widow option, and then I forget that I'm supposed to actually make that Sim a widow when I go to record my current household, and so it never ends up actually happening. But that is also an option that I have randomized, and again, I just forget. But I'll randomize again if they cheat, if they remain faithful. This time we actually rolled that someone would cheat. So then I randomize, okay, who's cheating, my heir or the spouse? And we rolled that the spouse would cheat. So then I will randomize how many, like, lovers are there going to be? And are we having affairs with, like, again, female Sims, male Sims, non-binary Sims? Are we going to have children with the affairs? Are we going to be caught having the affairs? Stuff like that. So Mickey was the one that was randomized that would have the affair, and then that they would have 2 lovers. So we have Jim and we have Joe. I have a bit more of a connection with Jim, and then I rolled that we would not have any kids with the affairs, which is really weird for me because almost always my Sims have have children with their affairs. And so, like, when they come over, when whoever the affairs are, when they come over, I'm always like, oh, I think I'm gonna show up pregnant. And I'm always kind of like anticipating, like, oh, more children? No. But this time I randomized that we wouldn't have kids. So, like, if Jim or Joe would show up, like, oh, are they pregnant? I'm like, oh, wait, no, we're not doing that this time. So no, neither of them are pregnant. And because Mickey here is a freelance writer, they stay home. They don't have to go to work. Where Landry does, she, works during the week. She's currently on family leave, because I know that she's going to have the baby soon, and she was going to go to work, and I was like, well, I need to record my current household, so she's on family leave, but normally she would be at work right now, and we would invite over Jim or Joe, or if either of the guys called us, then we'd go meet up with them, all that stuff. So, yeah, Mickey, I apologize, they are a cheater. Shucks. I'm like, after 2 generations for my Valentine's Day current household, we couldn't just keep having this mushy gushy lovey-dovey stuff. I was kind of hoping we'd have one of the Sims having an affair, because I'm like, we gotta spice this up a little bit, we gotta spice it up, we gotta have a little more interesting things happening. However, it hasn't really been that dramatic. We only have 2 children. It's not like it's a house full of people trying to, like, sneak in the affairs. Like, I really just have to worry about Landry leaving. So, like, I don't know. I also went to look at my family tree recently, right before I started recording. And then I realized that, like, normally when I go to start a new generation and I move all of my Sims out of their parents' house and, like, in with either already established relationships or people I hope that they marry, or, like, I'm looking to, like, make them have, like, their own little families, because I just love having a big family tree. And then, like, all of them are living with other people. I just forgot to go in and actually have them all get married or get engaged, or even, like, just make sure that they're in relationships. Completely forgot to do that. So Landry is the only one that got married and had children. So not much to really see there. And I guess that brings us to the end of my current household. So thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I do have my gaming channel and my Twitter both linked down in the description below. So if you'd like to check either of those things out, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.